Ah, we meet again, Mr. Bond. I am not going to spend half an hour telling you how I'm going to kill you slowly and everything like that. I'm just going to put a cap straight in your ass. Yes, thank you, George, or Jorgen. Jorgen Sprav. This is courtesy of Jorgen Sprav. He designed this, and somebody else. I don't know who the people were, but they made a 3D thing out of it. And I got my friend who had a 3D printer to print me out the plans, and then I assembled it. And I put it together, and here we have what we have is a 3D printed 80-pound arm, throw arm crossbow. And I'm shooting it at 25 yards, and it seems accurate enough. You charge it by putting that forward. I'm afraid I've got one little thing that I haven't got. The spring in the trigger is not quite powerful enough. That's my fault. So I've got to replace the spring thing. But it, as you can see, it shoots quite nicely. It shoots quite nicely. Oh, I was spoiled. And in a minute, I'm going to say, as George would say, let me show you its features. Ha, 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 ha. Anyway, but I'm very pleased to have built this. It took me about, all said and done, it took me about an hour to put it together. Okay. It's not perfect, as I said, but given that, and I can put it on target at that distance there, it's quite impressive. And there you go, and it's just recharged again. You go through quite a few. It's very quick to go through the thing. It holds 6, and it's surprisingly sort of like very, very good. One of the things that you notice, you can just get through all 6 really, really quite quickly. It's got a little thing on it, like, but 3D printed, the Adderini, all put together. And what more can you say, really? For home self-defense, it's actually spot on, because this is perfect for home self-defense. I'm just shooting these cheap little nasty cheap bolts. You can get better bolts for it. I'm going to try it with some better bolts, but even with these cheap nasty little bolts, I can hit the target at a good 25 yards. And that's it, really. That's it. So one more shot, and away we go. Adderini costs about £5 to download. Takes about an hour to put together. I'll put the ones are going to be in the description beneath that you can plan. And if you know somebody who's got a 3D printer who wants a project, there you go. And once you get it, you do need 3 bolts and some springs, about 4 or 5 springs, little springs like pen springs, or slightly stronger, because the pen string doesn't seem to be strong enough, or the pens in the thing. There are other springs in there. This one has a spring. You know, there's about 3 springs in here. But the 80-pound, the to load it is very, 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 very. It's not anybody can do it. So this is a marvelous thing to have at home if you want a bit of self-defense at home. And as Jorgen would say, and thank you and bye bye. Ha ha.